Hey guys, Flip Otaku back again with another YouTube video, and today I'm doing my manga first impressions for Black Torch. Now, when this was first announced that Viz was putting this out, I read the little brief plot on their Facebook, I believe, and it did not sound appealing to me. It was marketed as a shonen manga where the main character can talk to animals, and I was like, this sounds like some dumb Dr. Dolittle shit. But towards the end of last year, I was doing a Right Stuff order, and I needed a couple books left to bump that free shipping up. So I added volume 1 and I believe 2 of Black Torch at the time, and I picked them up, and I finally I was like, all right, I'm gonna give the series 3 books to give it a fair shot. And then I found out it's only gonna be 5 books, so I was like, all right, you know what, I got the rest pre-ordered. I'm gonna maybe just do a review all at once, but I really wanted to talk about this because this took me by surprise. First off, the thing that I was worried about right off the bat, which was the talking to animals, it's done in a way that doesn't make it annoying. It's not stupid, in my opinion. It's done very well. And on top of it, Jiro, who's the main character, is a pretty good shonen character. This does fall into a little bit of the cliche shonen trappings. There's nothing like incredibly groundbreaking about this series, which it doesn't have to be. There's nothing, the writing isn't even that good. It's just a decent, solid shonen series. And only at 5 volumes, I was like, why not? I'm gonna buy the rest. And I'm having a really good time. The one thing I am worried about, though, is that they set up a lot of cool stuff about the world, and I'm worried that that's not going to get answered, or a lot of questions are going to be left open, because it's only going to be 5 volumes. So our main character Jiro can talk to animals. He's trained in the way of the ninja. He joins this group where they hunt down mana noke, which are demons who most of the time feast on people. There are some good Mononokes. Jiro gets infused with one of the most powerful ones, and that demon's name is Rago, who takes the form of a black cat. So they fuse, and I don't want to spoil anything. I think we are going to turn the camera around in a second. We're going to take a look at some of the art from volume 1, but the things that I predicted to happen have happened, and so far all my predictions have been right. And I don't know if it's because I'm reading a ton of shonen lately or what, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because the characters are enjoyable. The art is really good. Normal day-to-day stuff, the characters are drawn in this very stagnant way. It's very nice. It's very appealing to the eyes. And then in battles, it's very static. It's very, like, crazy lines all over the place. A lot of scratches almost. People say it reminds them of Bleach, and I do see that. The fights are definitely reminiscent of early Bleach, but the fights are so well done that they definitely carry the manga. Like, Rago and Jiro keep getting more powerful as the series goes on, and their attacks get more and more crazy, and I want to see what happens in the last 2 volumes, because right now we're at volume 3 of 5, and I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of things that I think are going to happen, and if I am to believe what's going to happen is going to happen, it could go either one of 2 ways. It could go one way, and it'd be super ballsy of them to go one way, and I would really like for them to go that way, or they'll play it safe and go the way that I think is going to go. But yeah, so this is, I've never heard of Tsuyashi Takahaki. I don't know what else they have done, he or she has done, but these are really nice volumes. All of them come with little fold-out posters, but they are like actually attached to the book, so you can't even take them out. So I don't know what the point of that was. I was kind of excited. I was like, oh cool, nice little posters. I'll tear them out, put them on the wall. I can't even do that. So in the way that the books are designed, here I'll show you. This is volume 3. I got a stack of books right here off screen. Volume 4. I like the way that they have like a universal design, color palettes and characters are on it. And there's our main guy, Jiro. But yeah, so I'm liking it. There's a lot of shonen right now. There's a lot of shonen that are a lot better than Black Torch right now. Like, I think this is better than Demon Slayer so far. It's not as good as Twin Star Exorcist, My Hero, Fire Force, Promised Neverland, Dr. Stone. There's a lot of better options out there, but a lot of those series I just named are going to be super long series. And if you have limited money and a limited time, there's been a handful of manga recently. I haven't read Astra, Lost in Space. I want to. That's another 5-volume shonen. But from what I read, it's worth the money. You can get these books for $6, $7 on Right Stuff or in stock trades, and I would recommend you doing that because they are priced at $10, which isn't crazy, but I do think it is kind of a lot to ask for something that is a little too cliched. And people, hear that word cliche and they think, oh, it's bad. That doesn't mean that it's bad. Like My Hero Academia is a very good shonen. I think it's better than Naruto. I think it's better than Bleach. It doesn't do anything groundbreaking or special, but it's super well written. Characters are really well thought out. And I think, that's something that doesn't break the mold, that does everything that a shonen should almost perfectly. This does everything a shonen does, even down to like the annoying comedy relief characters. By the way, if you guys have any recommendations for shonen that don't have that in there, let me know. Because some series I laugh, like in Fire Force, gets a chuckle out of me. Demon Slayer did not get a chuckle out of me. Thought it was super annoying. My Hero gets a chuckle out of me. One Punch Man gets a chuckle out of me. But the humor in this has been hit or miss. There's been times where I have laughed really hard, and then there's been times where I just roll my eyes and just keep on going with the story. But yeah, I mean, like I said, 5 volumes. Each volume has taken me maybe 20 to 25 minutes to read. The art is really nice. The characters are good. The powers and all that stuff are good. Each character has gotten a little bit of a backstory to them. And this character right here, has had the most tragic backstory so far. And I really hope we see more of him in the future too. Because like, this series has a lot of stuff that they need to wrap up in 2 more volumes. Like, they need to wrap up his story and what's going on with him. They also need to wrap up what's going on with Jiro. So hopefully they can do it correctly. But let's flip the camera around and we'll take a look at some of the art and see if it's something that you guys want to get into. Alright guys, here we are. We got Black Torch Volume 1. This is the front cover. It's got Jiro and Rago, who are the 2 main protagonists. Here's a little bit of the back. I really like the design. The spines are really nice too. The text on there is really nice. And then here is the Volume 1's poster. Like I said, it is attached. It's not double-sided. So I'm going to show you some of the artwork. I'm going to try not to spoil anything. But like, yeah, like here's, some of the day-to-day stuff. Very simple, clean artwork. And then if we can find some of the battles. Look at that. See how the style's starting to get a little staticky. And all the bad guys are drawn with this slightly different art style. Like, look at that. It's really appealing, actually. And the way that the panels are laid out are simple, but they work very well. Look at that. But yeah, so this series is fun. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing that's going to knock your socks off. I don't want to flip through too much of this. But yeah, like, look at that. Awesome stuff in this series. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to have answered. Hopefully they can do it in 2 more volumes, or hopefully maybe there's a sequel. But anyways, guys, if you have limited time, limited money, or if you just want something quick to read, I recommend Black Torch. It's not a hard recommend. It's if you have extra money or if you wait for a sale, recommend. I am having a good time, but it's not like I must go out and read this right away. But I am excited to see how the last 2 volumes shape up, and when they are out, you guys can definitely look forward to seeing me do my full review on the series. So thanks for watching, guys.